Your life begins in the middle of a crowd crush. You are born into a city of millions, a sprawling, chaotic, black and white metropolis where the only building material is frozen poop and the only topic of conversation is the crushing existential cold. This is the Great Penguin Colony. From a distance, it looks like an orderly, unified society. Up close, it's the world's largest, coldest, and most poorly managed music festival. You are a model citizen. Your programming is simple. Find a partner, secure a piece of real estate, a pathetic pile of pebbles, and produce an heir. The dating scene is a nightmare. You spend weeks perfecting your unique, soul-shattering squawk, hoping to stand out in a choir of a million identical, desperate singles. You finally find the one. You exchange pebbles. It's the most romantic moment of your life. You have a mortgage on a worthless pile of rocks. You are living the dream. Your partner lays an egg, the single most precious object in the universe, the sole purpose of your miserable existence. And then she looks at you with cold, hungry eyes and says, "All right, I'm off to the buffet. It's a 2-month trip. Don't let our child die." And she leaves. For 2 months, you stand there, balancing the egg on your feet, starving, freezing, surrounded by a million other miserable single dads, all staring into the white void, questioning every decision that led them to this point. This isn't a noble sacrifice. This is the worst maternity leave in history. And then, the beautiful dream of your perfect society begins to crack. You notice your neighbor, Kevin, eyeing your pebble collection. You turn away for a second and one of your best pebbles is gone. You look over and Kevin is smugly adding it to his own pathetic pile. This is your first lesson in the economics of the Frozen Metropolis. Everything is built on theft. But the crime wave doesn't stop there. One day, you see a lone female approach a male who is not her partner. She performs a brief, seductive dance. He looks around, then gives her a perfectly smooth, valuable pebble from his nest. She takes it and immediately returns to her own nest, adding the pebble to her collection while her actual partner is away fishing. You have just witnessed the world's coldest, most desperate form of prostitution. Your noble society has a dark, transactional underbelly. And then the true horror begins. The chicks start to hatch, but your partner isn't back yet. The 2-month trip has turned into 3. You have nothing to feed your newborn child. Around you, thousands of chicks are dying from starvation and cold. Their tiny, frozen bodies litter the landscape. This isn't a tragedy, it is a statistical inevitability. But the Grim Reaper in this city wears many masks. Giant, terrifying birds called skuas patrol the skies like winged demons. They are the city's brutal tax collectors. They snatch the weak, the slow, the unattended. You watch in horror as your neighbor's chick is carried away, its cries silenced in an instant. You thought you lived in a society. You live in a chaotic, crime-ridden slum where God has long since abandoned his post. Your partner finally returns, but it's too late. Your chick is gone. She looks at you, not with sadness, but with cold, biological disappointment. The connection is broken. She leaves you for another male with a better pile of rocks. Your life is in ruins. You have lost your wife, your child, and your best pebble. You are a failure. The system is broken. You sit there for days, a broken citizen of a failed state, watching the pointless, brutal chaos. You watch a skua snatch another weak, dying chick. It's a horrific act of violence, but then you notice something else. The chick's parents, now free of their burden, immediately focus their energy on their other, stronger chick. By removing the weak link, the skua has just doubled the stronger chick's chance of survival. The predator isn't an enemy. It is a brutal but necessary quality control inspector for the city's future generation. You watch the pebble prostitution, the theft, the infidelity. It's not a moral failing. It is a series of desperate alternative strategies for success in a world with zero resources. It is a collection of bugs that have become features. And in that moment of cold, clear understanding, the final truth hits you. The chaos is not a sign that the system is broken. The chaos is the system. This isn't a failed city. It is a perfectly designed, brutally efficient machine for forging the toughest possible survivors in the harshest place on Earth. Every act of cruelty, every moment of suffering has a purpose. The theft weeds out the inattentive. The infidelity allows females to hedge their genetic bets. The mass death of the weak ensures that the limited food supply goes only to the absolute strongest. The brutal commute to the sea ensures that only the most resilient parents get to pass on their genes. You are not a citizen of a failed state. You are a component in a flawless, merciless engine of life. The colony doesn't survive despite the cruelty, it survives because of it. The suffering is not the price of entry, it is the very mechanism that guarantees success. Your purpose was never to be happy, it was to be a part of this brutal, beautiful, and ultimately perfect system.